If your engine is racing at a stoplight or the idle feels like it is surging up and down without you even touching the pedal, you might be dealing with a frustrating electrical gremlin. Specifically, we are looking at trouble code P0123. This is what we call a generic powertrain code, meaning it applies to pretty much any vehicle equipped with OBD2. So whether you're driving a Ford, a Toyota, or a Chevy, the logic remains largely the same. Let us break down what is actually happening under the hood. The component at fault here is the throttle position sensor, or TPS for short. Think of this sensor as a volume knob for your engine. It is usually a potentiometer mounted right on the throttle body, and its job is to tell the main computer, which we call the PCEM, exactly what angle your throttle blade is at. It is a constant conversation between your foot and the engine computer. Usually, this is a 3-wire setup. You've got a 5-volt reference signal coming from the computer, a ground wire, and a signal return wire. When your foot is off the gas and the throttle is closed, that signal should be low, usually around 0.45 volts. When you mash the pedal to the floor, known as wide open throttle, that voltage climbs up near 5 volts. Now, the code P0123 sets when the computer sees a voltage that is way too high, usually spiking over 4.65 volts continuously. It thinks you have the pedal floored when you do not, or it just sees a nonsensical spike. This causes that rough idle or surging because the computer is getting conflicting information. Before you go out and just buy a new sensor, hold on a second. We need to diagnose this properly to save you money. First, check for any technical service bulletins for your car. Sometimes this is a known software glitch. If not, pop the hood and inspect the wiring. Since this code means high input, we are often looking for a short to voltage or a ground issue. If the signal wire is rubbing against another hot wire, it sends that max voltage to the computer. You'll want to use a multimeter to check the voltage at the sensor with the key on but the engine off. If you're seeing 5 volts or more on the signal wire without touching the pedal, you have found your problem. Trace that harness carefully for breaks or rubbing. It's rarely the computer itself, so focus on the sensor and the wiring first to get that idle back to normal.